When you think of the word home, what do you think about?
Home, where I was born and where I was raised.
Memories. I mostly think of like the beach.
Oh yeah, this is home.
The food.
The smells.
The house filled with good roasting, cooking things.
I sleep in a lot.
My mom.
She makes really good mac and cheese.
I think of my mom's spinach.
Home is just where you make it.
Wherever my family is, we could be in an igloo. That's home.
I think I broke my mother's heart when I referred to where I live now as home.
That place where you can go when things are going crazy in the world.
When I go in and I close the door behind me, it's quiet and I'm all alone in there, and I love that.
That is one place I can really trust, that I can go back and relax.
According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, a home is defined as one's place of residence. Of course, that is the most basic answer to the question, what is a home? In 2019, there were 6,561 people homeless in the streets of Maryland on a given night. In the United States in general, 567,715 people were experiencing homelessness on a single night, with more than 200,000 of them living completely unsheltered. In other words, without a home. Realizing what a privilege it is to have been able to grow up in my own home, I wanted to see how different or similar the definitions of a home are through the perspective of famous influencers, my friends, and my own. As far as influencers or celebrities go, there are two clips I wanted to show. The first clip takes place at the 2014 VMAs when Miley Cyrus won the Grand Video of the Year award and sent Jesse, one out of the 1.6 million runaways and homeless youth, to accept this award on her behalf and use his own voice to speak out about homelessness.
Thank you all. My name is Jesse, and I am accepting this award on behalf of the 1.6 million runaways and homeless youth in the United States who are starving, lost, and scared for their lives right now. I know this because I'm one of these people. I've survived in shelters all over the city. I've cleaned your hotel rooms. I've been an extra in your movies. I've been an extra in your life. Though I may have been invisible to you on the streets, I have a lot of the same dreams that brought many of you here tonight. Los Angeles entertainment capital has the largest population of homeless youth in America. The music industry will make over $7 billion this year, and outside these doors are 54,000 human beings who have no place to call home. If you want to make powerful change in the world right now, please join us and go to Miley's Facebook page. A dream you dream alone is only a dream, but a dream we dream together is reality. Thank you so much for your time.
This second clip is about a famous Egyptian YouTuber who explains why he cannot go back for a while to the place he calls home because of the military requirements in his country.
If you've been following the past 6 episodes of our Egypt adventures, then you've probably heard at some point that this was my last visit to Egypt until I turned 30 years old. I'm currently 23, so that means that I won't be able to go back for 7 years. It's an extremely complicated situation, but I'm going to do my best to explain it very briefly. Alright, so if you are a male in Egypt and you have a brother, like I do, then it's mandatory for you to sign yourself up for military draft, and you have to continue doing so until you turn 30 years old. And there are 4 possible outcomes to this. 1, you get deemed medically unfit and you get a pass from serving in the military. 2, you get drafted as a soldier and you end up serving for a year. 3, you get drafted as an officer, like my dad, and you end up serving for 3 years. 4, be put on standby and not be allowed to travel for as long as your standby lasts. And that just puts me in a huge limbo. I can't travel outside of Egypt until I serve in the military, but there's absolutely no guarantee that I even get to serve. So I might end up just being on standby until I turn 30 years old and not be allowed to travel just because I was on standby. I have been away from home for the past 8 years of my life, doing everything I possibly can to become a leader who can return to Egypt one day and push the country forward. The 2011 Egyptian revolution might have miserably failed politically, but it certainly did not fail spiritually, at least for me. I have big dreams and I'm currently in the process of making it all come true, and as much as I would love to serve my country, I truly believe that in the long run, this is the best way of doing it. A lot of
I asked my friends what their definition of a home is, and here's what they had to say. Regarding Gimhae, Korea, Casey Chu said, "Gimhae is home and a place that makes my heart soar. It's mostly the people I miss, but also the familiarity of everything." Karina said, "Home is my safe haven, where I feel like I can be myself without fear. Home is where there is unconditional love. Home is where I feel safe and comfortable. I feel relaxed, where I can find healing. Home is a place I can leave for a long time but always find my way back. Home is everything." Juan simply said, "Home is where you encounter happiness." Karina defined home as anywhere where you feel like you can be 100% yourself. It's not always a place, but rather an environment or even a person. Abby said, "Home is where the heart is." To me, home is where I am comfortable to feel. Whether it is a country that makes me happy, or an environment surrounded by family where I feel cheerful, or my comfy little room where I can cry. Any place or person that allows me to feel freely, I'm grateful to call that my home.
Puso emocionante. Un abrazo del padre a su hija, por favor.
Métamela aquí, Mariana. Mariana, Jessy, mételo aquí.
Ya se lo iba a meter. Parece el papá más lindo del mundo.
In conclusion, I can see that the definitions of a home have always gone deeper than just a house for those who have had a stable living space. But through the eyes of those who are struggling to gain even their own form of shelter, a basic home would mean everything to them. I have seen how much technology has advanced and how communication nowadays allows us to talk to people on the other side of the world. Yet at the same time, we blind ourselves to the sad reality that is going on in our local communities. You don't have to be famous or known in order to aid one of the many problems going on in our world. If you have the desire to help, take action. Don't wait.